Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Eric Percival, or Scuffed Gaming, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance. Today, I'm going to be doing something that's kind of funny because, as it turns out, I've got a few buddies over the Discord that I sometimes talk to that have been really taking a liking to greed and just the game in general lately. So, I figured if I'm going to be so strict with my instructions, I'll go ahead and do a greed run. Put my money where my mouth is, so to speak. We will be playing Bethany as one of my, I guess you could call them students, has been playing Bethany lately, and so let's go ahead and play some Bethany. Now, as you guys know, Classic Bethany starts out with the Book of Virtues, with essentially two charges of the Book of Virtues, and the name of the game is going to be to try to stack up, this is a good opener, try to stack up some decent stats to our character and try to get a good active item going. Book of Virtues is going to make it so that our first deal will be an angel deal. And we want the angel deal. For a second, we'll go ahead and make the screen a little bit bigger. I must be blind today or something. I can't see. There we go. It's much better. And yeah, that's going to be the name of the game. It's going to be to try to get a good active item, good stats, and try to go runner on this greed mode run. The name of the game for greed mode is to play precisely and try to get as many of the enemies out of here as quickly as possible, instead of allowing them to sort of run rampant and run you over, because it's very easy to watch enemies get out of hand in a hurry. Because of the nature of how greed mode works, it's almost unavoidable that you will lose some of your wisps during these rounds, because the game likes to spawn people on top of you. So just play sharp, play accurately. No need to go too fancy. Those of you who have seen my videos before also know that I like to play a little bit slower. That's perfectly fine. These spider webs are placed in such a way to sort of catch people out, kind of like not paying attention, things like that. Don't panic, just play smoothly. The potato peeler is a trap because we are going to be shredding HP that we don't have. Permanent Wisp chases enemies to shoot them, doesn't block shots or deal contact damage. Doesn't block shots or deal contact damage. Permanent Wisp. I mean, we could buy it and we could use it once. I don't want that. We could go a little risky. You know, the Permanent Wisp is a nice touch. You know, over the course of the long term, we may even be tempted to convert our red HP into more wisps. Now, it's not unheard of that someone might play a little bit riskier. But there's no need to, obviously, but why not, guys? Let's do something a little crazy. We're going to become wholly dependent on our own raw stats and the one permanent wisp that we have. Get a good angel deal item like the mantle, or even a better spacebar item. We will take it. We'll welcome that with open arms. So the nightmare round is going to be Haunt. trick against these little hotlings, if you will, is just to not necessarily give up too much space against them, because you don't want to give up too much space. Try to drift in your shots against the big haunt without standing in front of it too much. Try to avoid the brimstone shot. Yes, these little things can help you avoid taking damage in these fights. And our angel deal is Censer or Crown of Light. Now this is a tough one because I do think that Censer is a top tier item, and Crown of Light drops off as soon as you get hit. But it does also give us two, well, we don't have any use for the soul hearts actually. But dare we gamble on something like Crown of Light? No, I don't think so. I'm a big believer of Censer, in Censer rather. Censer can save you from death in a lot of these rooms. If you just have the gumption to not panic and simply play the rooms, a wave at a time, Censer can slow down projectiles and slows down enemies within those projectiles also. Meat would be a huge get for us. I think we're going to take this opportunity on this floor to buy a couple of keys that are half off. I'm going to commit to this right now actually. But meat would be a pretty good get for us. We could use it to pay for another cube of meat proc. And you can already see, right, that Censer can turn enemies like bonies and anything that runs straight at you into a joke. You have a lot of time to dodge these projectiles, if indeed they ever do reach you. Now, with that being said, we are lacking some damage. We would be excited to get more damage. But I remember when I first saw this item, Censer, in the game, I thought to myself, man, the item is truly sick, maybe a little too good. And I'm still kind of in the camp of maybe it's a little bit too good. I mean, look at this. We haven't necessarily felt like we were in danger at all this whole floor so far. I probably should kill that champion at some point. The spawner or the champion. I mean, this is the final wave, but patience is a virtue in greed mode. Not getting hit is a big deal. We'll go ahead and we'll chonk ourselves again. I should have done that in this room, because that way we would have had Birdcage would actually have been proccing. We don't have to be worried about losing those wisps from the potato peeler, because obviously they're permanent. Permanent wisps. And I would love it if they started attacking my my opponent here. That is on me. I made that mistake. I'm just not paying attention. All right. Take our heart. We'll take advantage of the fact that we have some of these cheaper keys. I do find it interesting that of all the enemies in the game, that Chubb is not affected by Censer. So we have to fight Shove the normal way. Now, it's not the end of the world, you know. Apparently these wisps that are doing work for us, a 62% chance angel. Apparently these cube of meat wisps are extremely good. They're putting in a lot of damage down range against whatever our targets are. And they will for the rest of the run. As I've said before, I do believe that devil deals are a distinct no on this character. You do not want them. You do not want to take them. One more key. I may have miscounted the number of keys that we need going down, but it really is what it is, guys. If we had a bomb, we for sure would have bombed the original angel statue in our angel deal, but we do not. Echo Lama, welcome to the team. Magic Scab, welcome to the team. Lunch, dim bulb. I don't know if dim bulb works with us. Completely uncharged active item, it says. Do we have an uncharged active item? No, apparently not. Could have looked it up. Could have looked it up on the wiki, didn't do it. I am going to definitely take another hit here. The reason why I'm doing that, by the way, is because we haven't been able to get stats out of our shops. We've been able to get HP out of our shops. We've been able to use the shops to buy keys, but we haven't seen really that much in the way of game-breaking items out of our shops. So instead, I'm going to force the issue with our pickup item, which I never thought I would live to see the day that this item would be actually saving our run, much less becoming an item that I'll actually use on this Bethany character. We are relying a lot on our familiars and our dodges to squeeze water from stone, which is okay. I mean, hey, whatever gets the job done, folks. No one's going to, or no one should judge you if you're winning the games with familiars, with unorthodox strategies, unorthodox tactics. Now, people could make fun of the way that you win your run. Shouldn't matter. I do kind of wish that our wisps and our meat boys would continue to fight Brownie, but apparently they're interested in doing fancy dodges along with me. Only the birdcage is interested in fighting Brownie. Very cool. And we'll mash this button one more time. Angel room, please. Wow. That's incredible, guys. Well, if you insist, game. If you insist. We'll try to play lights out with our limited HP, our limited items, no problem. Knockout drops, yes please. Experimental treatment. Experimental treatment actually took an HP away from us, but gave us a lot of stats in exchange. Now how about that? The counterfeit penny. Welcome to the team, buddy. We'll buy this. We're gonna try to ball out of control on this floor. Soul the Forgotten. We're gonna summon the Forgotten. He's going to act as basically a meat shield for us. Good for him. And we're going to take another piece out of our HP. This poor guy got stranded. He's a dead man. The counterfeit penny is going to make it so that we have some additional income on the rest of these floors for show. You gotta go, sir. Thank you. We are being massively protected behind the scenes. Not even behind the scenes, but just straight up being protected by sensor. I don't know exactly what the chance is for counterfeit penny to pay out in double prizes, but I mean excuse me. You're supposed to be dead. Thank you. His sister's Vis. I don't really have a tried and true strategy for Sister's Vis. I mean, it just apparently we're dealing a lot of damage, guys. Oh. Apparently we're actually dealing a surprising amount of damage. You'd never know based on our actual damage number. But apparently it is a lot. Ow. It is triple stain. Is it triple stain? It is triple stain. Finally, an angel deal. An angel deal is Immaculate Heart, Star of Bethlehem, full HP up with full health versus the Star of Bethlehem. Mitzvah also are like visit, and I've never taken Star of Bethlehem for excuse me, geez. I've never taken Star of Bethlehem for greed mode. But I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to give it a try. I think we're just going to head on down for now. Apparently the Star of Bethlehem will sit at the top of these rooms and just kind of chill there. Immaculate Heart was the more sober choice. It's cute. I actually overbought one key. We are interested in buying this HP up. We know we have 2 health. Now should be at full again. Pinky eye, no thank you. I actually think that would kill us, wouldn't it? Because we can't have black hearts. Yeah, that's definitely a big no for me. That's a big no. Alright, we're at full. We have 2 HP. That's a gigantic no for me, guys. For those of you that don't know what the Star of Bethlehem does, it gives us a massive stat up, in addition to granting us homing, as long as we're standing inside the star. And because of sensor, we can kind of sit in here forever and not have to move. As long as we could do dodging within this circle, then we should not necessarily have to move against anything. We're very safe. Which is definitely not a playstyle that I thought was going to be employed by us today. Unless, of course, they have the Brimstone Beam shots, then kind of unavoidable. One more boss to go. It's going to be Mask of Infamy. Triple Teratoma is probably one of the more tame nightmare rooms we could have gotten, because look at this. Sacred Heart, eat your heart out. Oh, and speak of the devil, welcome to the team, Sacred Heart, crazy SOB. We're glad to have you, friend. We'll take this card. Step into the abyss. Yes, please. Metal plate. Now, Sacred Heart tanked our tears rate, but gave us a massive damage boost. The funny thing is, I was complaining about this to someone recently, where I was like, I never get Sacred Heart. And then, of course, I get it. The game's like, all right, fine. Go ahead, have your Sacred Heart. Four HP. We could use some more tears. So let's get some more tears. And let's get some more tears. 4.3. We're happy with that. We're going to take this opportunity to just get a couple more pieces of HP, and maybe we could get some more tears. I want to use the potato peeler just once more in this room. Got an additional cube of meat going. And you can see how powerful this is. I have to sneeze. Sorry to you listeners at home. I had to sneeze, guys. Wow, that was hard. Even better. It's double stain. One of them's down. Now there are some wave bullet patterns that you do not want the sensor to catch. I guess he died. All right. Let's cap out the tears rate. We'll buy another HP. And I think that's good. I think that's good. Don't want equality. Get out of here. An absolutely fantastic run. Not necessarily that instructive, but a good run. And it appears that Star Bethlehem is going to help us. I'm going to walk in and I am going to use the potato peeler just once more. I'll try to drift in these shots against Ultra Greed. So I'm going to be absolutely smoked and punched into this corner. Oh, hello. Yeah, and I mean, I wish I could say that this run was instructive, but I mean, sometimes you just get extremely good deals. We did have to play pretty well during the first few floors, but as is often the case, as soon as you see, as soon as you get to see a couple of really, you know, balling out of control angel deals, the victory of the run is usually not in doubt at that point. I'll take those, thank you. Yeah, greed can't even get close to us. All right. Phenomenal. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this extra little run. It was quite fun, and it was, jam-packed full of some of the strongest items you could see during the course of Isaac, much less a greed run, including Star of Bethlehem, Sacred Heart, the Sensor. Huge shout out to Sensor. Carried us hard throughout the first couple of floors. And yeah, I'm shocked we took Potato Peeler all the way to the end. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Catch you later.